One time for the one time. I just want to say one thing that like when I create my music, I create it from a perspective of crowd participation. My listener, I want them to participate. So that's why I have ad libs, I have certain verses, I'm not, certain things in my verse that will, you can it's like an old way of, like, let how we used to do it, crowd participation. And I think that is lost in the art too as well, because I'm around a lot of creators now, and I don't want to influence them in that way as far as when they create their own art. That's their art. But I think that's missing, we can say the rap behind a person, memorize it, but when you go on to perform it, there's certain things that you need the crowd to, and that's why I say, everybody in the club, like, hey ho, I see some chicks looking good. I'm like, hey yo, just that's an old shit from, I think that's Pretty Girl Rainbow, and even with this shit, bitch, niggas get stepped on. No, pussies get stepped on. Sonny, bring the weapon. Vest is Teflon. Bullets leave your chest. You know how that shit. But how I try to write with my listener and crowd participation. Like, I write with that in mind, that when one day I'm gonna perform this, and I want, my fans, or my listeners, supporters, to, that know the words, to be able to, when I, get a good DJ to shut it off, that, those parts help, man. Crowd participation helps, man. So shout out to the writers and artists that still keeps that in the element of hip hop. I ain't got to go through all the elements. Y'all should know the elements, but I think that is one of the elements that's somewhat lost, and I'm definitely trying to bring back, crowd participation. One time for the one time, the priest king, ELSonnyHandsum Ali, always do his thing.